Hey guys, I'm Becky with All Aspects Restored and Recycled, and we're continuing our series with our nightstands. Both nightstands have been cleaned, painted with Wise Owl's peppercorn on the body, the carbon on top, and then both have been sealed with the natural clear furniture wax. You'll notice the difference in the two. This one here actually has some great shading throughout it and just some highlights in the details. So what we did here is I used the clear furniture wax to seal the piece. Chalk paint by nature is very porous, and so after you paint it, you do need to seal it. So after it was sealed with the clear, I went through on this one here and actually used the Wise Owl Black Walnut. I love this product. It is their hemp oil furniture wax. And I went just in certain areas. I went over the top, just darken the top area. I went along the edge to give it that shadow. I guess it would be more of a shadow than a highlight, right? Because it's dark. And then just along the outside here of the drawer, and then throughout the details in the front, and then the details on the bottom. I actually didn't do it on the side or on the inside at all. So I'm going to show you how we can go ahead and do that. The materials that we're going to need are our black walnut Wise Owl wax. I do keep the clear wax on hand when doing that. When doing this, and the reason why is that if you were to, in some areas, apply the dark wax where you don't necessarily want it, I can use a little touch of the clear wax and use it almost as an eraser and wipe away some of the dark. So I like to have the clear on hand as well. In addition, the tools that we had when we were doing the regular wax from our previous video, we're gonna need these seam tools, our shop towels, and then of course, some lint-free microfiber towels. And these are just some tools that I find that work for me. I can grab these very easily at the local hardware. Okay, so, and then I have my brushes. So let's go ahead and we'll start with the drawer. All right, so I'm just gonna put my brush in the black walnut wax, and then I'm just gonna go ahead along the edge. This is wax, it'll come off relatively easily. And I'm just using this to give this piece just a little bit of dimension. I'm going to keep it on for any period of time, and you almost want to apply it and then take it right off. Just give it a little bit of time, a minute or two, just to soak in. So with that being said, I do work in small areas at a time. So we'll do, if you had a bureau and you were doing this too, I would almost recommend you just did one drawer at a time. So we have it's already been clear waxed, which sealed it. Now we have the black walnut. Now I'm going to go ahead and just use my shop towel and then wipe it right off. The black walnut wax along the outside, and I just want to clean up the middle. So I'm just going to go back over with a little bit of the clear wax. And since the piece has already been sealed with the clear, after I put the clear on over the black walnut, I'm almost using it as an eraser. It's taking some of that dark off. So this allows me to just clean up my piece. Now it's been applied, been wiped off, and then I'm just gonna go over it and just really buff it. And this just shines it up a little bit. So by adding the black walnut just in areas, it gives us just that right amount of dimension. So just like we just did on the drawer, I'm now going to take a little bit of the black walnut wax, and I just want to highlight along the sides of our nightstand and along the bottom. So I'm not going to do the inside, I'm not going to do here, I won't do the sides. I just want to add a little dimension in with these creases. So I'm not going to worry about getting it perfect. This is not paint. Like I was just showing you, we can apply it and then we can wipe off in the areas that we want to wipe off. The nice thing with the wax is it will go right within the lines and grooves of your piece. So we'll just start by this area and then I'll work in each area just to make sure I don't get ahead of myself. And now I'm going to go ahead and wipe it off. Clear wax, because it's been a little bit too much over here. So the clear wax, again, I'm using as an eraser. I will end up cleaning my brushes really well with just warm soap and water. And I have these brushes I've designated as my wax brushes, so I use them solely for my wax. I do prefer a round brush. The round brushes are perfect for applying the wax. After I've wiped off the excess brown wax with my shop towel, I'm just going back over it and I'm buffing it with my microfiber lint-free cloth. And you can see the difference in this side versus this side. This is just preference. I'm adding a dark wax just to give dimension. So now we'll go ahead and I'm going to complete the piece. All right, just in conclusion, we've completed our nightstand series. We have added the clear wax and just went ahead and added a dark black walnut wax. So this is what one completely done is, and this one we just need to add the hardware, but that's how you can add a little bit of dimension by adding colored wax. Thanks, guys.